All right, 3-2 starts off with graphing linear equations, okay? So I have already worked the problem, but I want you to kind of see what I did, and I'm going to kind of talk through it. You're given the linear equation x plus y equals 5. Now, they want you to fill in the missing number in the ordered pairs. So I have filled in the missing number as a color. So you'll know that was the number that I was looking for. They've given you the number that's in black. So they want you to first make your ordered pairs and then plot those points to make a line. So if you were to first, for x, let it be 0. So you see I plugged in a 0 for x. That will leave me with y equals 5. So that means the y number has to be 5 if I let x be 0. That's your first ordered pair. The second ordered pair says let your y be 0. So in that same equation, where my y was, I put the 0. So I got x plus 0 equals 5. Well, that means that's gone. So you just got x equals 5. So that means the x number must be 5 if I let my y be 0. My third ordered pair says let x be 2. So if I let x, in the same equation, if I let the x be 2 plus y equals 5. So I ended up, and I have to probably do a little bit more work than these two, but I'm going to take my 2 to the other side by making it negative, subtract 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. So y equals 3. So my y number is 3. So now plot your 3 points. So 0, 5 would be, I don't go left or right, I go up to 5, put a point. 5, 0 means I go all the way to the right to 5 and I stay there and I plot that point. Then 2, 3 means I go to the right to 2 and I go up to 3. Once I did those 3 points, I drew my line. Second example. X minus y equals 2. X minus y equals 2. So here are my ordered pairs. First it says let my x be 0. So if I let x be 0, I got negative y equals 2. So to get y by itself, you got to get rid of that negative. So you divide by negative 1. That's how your 2 becomes negative. So my y equals negative 2. I plugged it in there. The second point, it says let your y be 0. So in the same equation where y was, I let it be 0. So I have x minus 0 equals 2. So that's really gone. So you just have x equals 2. So my 2 will go in the point with the 0 for x. My last ordered pair says let your x be 5. So in the same equation, if I let x be 5, I have 5 minus y equals 2. So I'm going to subtract 5, take it, move it to the other side because you got to get y by itself. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So I got negative y equals negative 3. You must divide that negative off. So negative 3 divided by a negative 1 gives me a positive 3. So y equals 3. And I plug that there. So then I take my 3 points and I plot them. So at 0, negative 2, you don't go left to right, but you go down to 2. 2, 0, you go over 1, 2, and you don't go up or down, you plot. And then 5, 3, we go to the right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go up 3, 1, 2, 3. Once you have those 3 points, you connect them to make your line. Our next example is y equals 2/3 x plus 1. So again, here are your three ordered pairs that they would like for you to complete. It says let your x be 0. So in the place of that x, I put 0. Now 0 times anything, even though it's a fraction, it disappears. It's gone. It's 0. So you just have y equals 1. So I put 1 there. On the second one, it says let your your x be 3. So in the place of that x, I plug in 3. So now, not trying to confuse you, but when you're multiplying, you're going to multiply that whole number 3 by the top. So 3 times 2 makes that a 6 over 3. Do y'all see that? That'll be 6 over 3, which reduces to 2. And then I add my 1, so you get 3. Y equals 3. And I put that there. Now you could have said that the 3's canceled and you'd be left with the 2 plus 1. But if you don't see that, you multiply. Top times the big number. 3 times 2 is 6 over the denominator of 3. Then you get that to be a 2 plus 1 is 3. Did the same thing on the last point. It wants you to let x be negative 3. So when you multiply, you still going to do like I did on this one. 2 times negative 3 is a negative 6. Over 3, that reduces to a negative 2. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. So my y is negative 1. And I plug that there. So then I just plot my 3 points. 0, 1 means that I don't go left to right. I go up to 1. 3, 3. I come over to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And I go up 3. 1, 2, 3. And then negative 3, negative 1 means I come over to the left 3 and down 1. Once I have those 3 points, I connect. Now that's completing your ordered pairs and then graphing your actual line. Now the next thing in 3-2 is